Hello, everybody. Let's get started. Today, we're talking about Italy, listing comparables by city. This is super exciting to have our team here from all the way to Italy, from Italy, to share with us about their listings, rentals, and some very nice properties they have for sale. So if you're in this call, please leave your name, your current location, where you're from, and what countries you want to learn more from in the chat. Also, your goal for this call, if it's not working, you're curious about prices or buying, please also share in the chat. And if you're watching this recording, just make sure you put it in the comments. Let's go. This is the agenda. We're going to go over some our brokers that are, our signature brokers in Italy, commission structure, why you should be curious or, to listen and pay attention to this conference, because it's mostly, there's money involved and you can get some referral money from it. We'll be talking about price per square foot and per square meter, because based on where you are, you might want to see it differently. I'll introduce myself. My name is Nathaly Salas with Unicorn Properties, and we're doing these calls weekly. So you can join from anywhere. It's going to be recorded as well, so you can watch the recording. I'm based out of Chicago. I cover the Mexico market, but I'm super passionate about international real estate and sharing and showcasing agents from around the world. So today's topic is going to be one of my favorites. If you don't know about us, we are part of eXp Realty. We're present in every single state of the US. Currently, we have almost 90,000 agents worldwide that we can send and receive referrals from. We're in 24 countries, and these are the countries we're in the globe. And if you want to list, here's the list as well. Feel free to take any screenshots, or if you're curious about any specific property, the agents will have their phone numbers and information in each slide as well. So why we do this is super important for us to showcase not only the real estate part of things, but also what surrounds real estate when it comes to international sales, and anybody who's, curious to buy somewhere else that is, outside of their country. They will want to know more about, the financing, the legal, can I buy there if I'm not a citizen or resident? What will be my immigration status, or are there any benefits, especially, when it comes to taxes? Not only for property taxes, but also probably income taxes. So we're going to talk, a little bit about that, and that's what we try to cover in every week's call. If you are in our calendar, you can scan this QR code. It'll take you to what are the next countries we're going to be covering. We did 2 weeks ago, we were covering Puerto Rico. This week, we finished with Italy. We will do theory and practice, and next week will be Dubai. After that, we're getting India on board to also share more information about their listings and what's available in their country. Something super important to keep in mind when you send a referral to an agent, make sure they are showing agents, meaning they are able to show the property that you'll be looking online, because we have some remote agents that can promote the country, but probably they cannot do the showings. So it's better if you get a hold of local agents. That's why we have them on the call today, showcasing that not only their listings, but also their city. Why is this important for other agents to hear a little bit more about? Because we have a commission split, and if you send a referral to one of our agents, they want to be taking care of your client, but you can also make money from that referral. If you're within our network from eXp, you'll be able to play just see what is best for both of you. Only the agents that are involved in the transaction decide what the commission split is. This can be 80-20, 90-10, 30, 70. You decide that, and your ask is when you send the referral is like, hey, we'd like to split this in this way, this percentage. So pay attention, because you can make an extra few $1,000s just by sending a referral abroad. This is important because a lot of this content is not widespread, at least in English. And then we want to try to have every single country eXp is in feature here. We have a lot of recordings ready to go if you scan this QR code. And we'll be talking in these calls anything from the buying process all the way to, how you maintain your property after you buy it. So if you want to scan this QR code, it will take you straight to the playlist in our YouTube channel. So the information is free and available there. And if you have any questions, you can post it in the comments as well from each video. If you're part of our network, we are in Workplace. So if you are in our network, if you scan this QR code, it will take you to our group. We have all the updates there, everything that has to do with the group. You'll see everything here, as well as the weekly events. If you're not part of the EXP group, you'll see the QR code at the end when we're going to share the WhatsApp group, the QR code for the WhatsApp group. And with that, we can get started with our beautiful team here. Let me find Dennis.
Yeah, I take out the glasses. It's better, so I'm similar of the pictures. Okay, thank you so much. Good morning to the other part of the ocean, and good evening for European people that are here. So thanks so much, Nathaly, for these double opportunities last week that we introduced the roles that are in Italy, and how to buy in Italy, and why to buy in Italy, and to invest money in Italy. So how it's possible to make a good investment even only for $100,000 up to several millions. So that's the first thing, is that to satisfy the wish of the client, and understanding exactly the client wants to do in Italy. And for sure we can find always a solution. Today I'm here with some amazing colleagues that are part of EXP in Italy. And we will introduce you some ideas of properties that we have for sale. What is interesting, that at the moment we have so here we have the two guys from Milan, Alex and Leonardo, and then you can skip, yes, Samuele and Thomas. That Thomas is here. They are covering the area of Venice, both, and then we have Antonella and Armando that is here from two amazing locations, that is Tuscany and Rome. And then we have some proposal from Francesca, that she works in Sicily. Absolutely is interesting area for buyers from US. So we will see today how is interesting and how is possible to invest more money or important money in Italy. And at the moment we have in listing around more than 600 properties with our agents. We don't have so many agents in Italy, but we have good quality of agents. So absolutely people to trust, and to find the right property for your clients. So I will leave you in 15 minutes, maximum 20, because I have a weekly webinar which is in Italy. So that's I will start first to introduce you some properties that are in Italy and where I can manage directly. You know that I'm the broking manager in Italy for EXP, but I'm also an agent from since 25 years. So that's in the last 15 years I started to work in the luxury. And here I introduced today two properties that are in the area that normally and usually I work, that is in Sardinia, island of Sardinia, and especially in the area consortium of Costa Smeralda. That is the area with the highest price that are in Italy. So let's start with this villa, for example. Very nice. Who projected this villa was a French architect. You have to know that in Costa Smeralda, where all the Costa Smeralda during the 60s and 70s and 80s was made just from two architects, two from France and one from Italy. And it's amazing because the style is very, very nice. This is one of them. It's just 70 steps from the beach. So that's from your bedroom to the beach, and are only 70 steps. That is amazing. So 6 bedrooms, 4 bathroom. It's in this case two levels, and there is a small apartment for the staff, and you have 2-3 parking places, around 300 square meters. Of the sides of the villa, plus there are around 3,000 square meters about the plot, with a swimming pool and even sea view. It's very nice. Price is 12 million in euros, so equal like in dollars, more or less, depends. the time of the change. Absolutely interesting. That is perfect for investment, because during the summer it's possible to rent very, very well. So 70 steps from the beach is something that is really interesting. Okay, you have QR code there in case that you want to see directly our advertising on the website. Next. Okay, it's another cheap property here. So it's over on the sea. So this is amazing. Owner is a French guy, just to say guy, because he's not so guy, but I mean so young. It's amazing because if you do a picture with the drone, you don't understand that it's a villa here, because it's totally inside the area, and because they use basically quite the same colors of the stones, they are there, and it's directly on the sea, as you can see. There they have a deck for mooring for the tender, and it's impressive. Think that in the area that you see that it's a little bit covered by like a veranda. No, back. No, okay, perfect. There, it's an area where there is the marble on the floor, with air condition under the marble. So that's absolutely kind of conditions that even is 50 degrees Celsius outside, your feet are on the fresh. So here the request seems crazy, but it's not, because it's 100 millions, and they rent normally 1 million per month during the summer, 1 million, 1.5 million per month. And there are clients that are paying for that. So it's absolutely interesting and exclusive area. So that's just to have an idea that you can spend a lot of money there, but even you can find small villas for just 4 bedrooms for a couple of millions of euros, of dollars. So that's it, Costa Smeralda. Do you have rich clients? Okay, we have the product for that. Okay, let's go on. I want to. I think this. Okay, Armando, I go ahead by myself.
Yes, thank you. As you wish.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, these are some properties about Alex. Alex Foglino is an amazing guy that joined us in the last month. He's very professional. He works in Milan. So here you can see it's in this case it's a commercial area that is more or less 300 square meters in Milan. And as you see, in a really nice position. And so that's for example, is perfect for a studio, for an office, for something that classical loft that could be very interesting for investment, and to place there, for example, an activity. So as you see, the price is over 500,000, and anyway, it's 300 square meters. It's very interesting. It's open space, and you can do what you want exactly there. And it's in the area of center of Milan. Absolutely interesting. Absolutely, yes. Okay, this is in this case, it's for rent, and it's interesting even that because it's for 2,000 and more euros per month, and it's 100 square meters that of apartment. Why we placed that picture of the metro? Because it's absolutely interesting in this case to travel in Milan with metro, because due to the traffic jam that there is always. And so that's to have an idea for 100 square meters how much is the price in Milan. So it's very expensive. It's a very expensive city because a lot of people, they came in Milan in the last 5 years, and the price really are unbelievable now. always this area, always this flat, for example, is in the center area and in the commercial area, very nice. But as you can see, buildings that are old style and new style, so absolutely a good area where to live. Okay, this is Leonardo. Leonardo is the most beautiful, handsome real estate agent that is in Italy. That's if you check him on TikTok, he's always saying, "I'm the most handsome, beautiful guy, handsome guy in Italy, realtor in Italy."
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so that's okay, just to have fun a little bit because we are in XP. So this is a villa for 500,000, 1.5 million, sorry, with 300 square meters. That is Padenghe sul Larga. Padenghe sul Larga sul Garda is an area close to the lake of Garda Lake. So absolutely nice, and it's very a good opportunity because here, for example, if you make an investment, you have a lot of clients that want to rent, that they come from Germany, Austria, Poland, that they want to rent, and especially from UK. So absolutely very nice area. And this is an amazing flat penthouse that is in Monza. Monza is a city that is near to Milan, but seems now it's just all in one because Milan is becoming so big. So that's absolutely very nice position. And you can see 170 square meters for less than 1 million. And in this case is 1 bedroom. I think only 1 bedroom. I think more, I hope. Maybe it's a mistake here.
It is only 1 bedroom because it is on 2 separate floors, and the first one is only for the living area.
Ah, okay. So it's something that's, we can say, very fashion. So that's absolutely interesting to discover this area. He made amazing video, and he had 30,000 visits just from TikTok or from Google. So it was amazing what's happened with this apartment. So absolutely nice property that you can find. So you see different prices in different areas of Italy, and we have absolutely good products. Armando, I have to leave, so that's I give you the stage.
That's fine. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you very much. So what I was wanting to just add, talking about Milan and the outskirts of Milan, the great Milan area, is that Milan and Cortina are going to host the next Winter Games, Olympic Winter Games in 2026. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Thomas. And so that is putting on stage the city and actually the metropolitan area for investments, for people that are wanting to move into Milan. Milan is a little bit the business hub for all of Italy, being that is closer to the continental Europe. It always has been the intersection of fashion, industrial, business, financial. So you name it, and Milan is like that. It's there. The properties that were shown for Alex are right in Milan. The one that Leonardo has was like in the outskirts, but still considered Milan. You know, it's just like when we talk about Toronto, Mississauga is Toronto, Oshawa is Toronto. You know, it's the GTA. We have the Milan metropolitan area of Milan, which encompasses even the neighboring municipalities. I believe if we proceed to the next one, yes, it's Samuele. And so, Thomas, please fill in for Samuele.
Yeah, sure. As you've seen, so far we've shown a lot of properties with luxurious characteristics. But I know that last week many of our colleagues were very interested about low price properties here in Italy. We had a talk about €1 property and how it works. And in particular, on this one, we have a property located in the Treviso area, which is quite close to Venice. It's just half an hour from Venice in this particular case. And it is a studio apartment in 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗲𝗲, a very small town near the Prosecco Hill. And here we have a ground floor studio apartment in 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗲𝗲 with in a very small condominium, only 6 units. As you see, €85,000. And the garage is included in this price. So it's really, really convenient. Okay. And if you want, we can switch to the next one, Nathaly. Thank you. And staying on the same area, here we are exactly in the Prosecco Hills. We have a single family home, still followed by Samuele here. And this one gives you the opportunity to use it as a first home, but even as a second home opportunity. Okay, it is a single family home, just 15 minutes outside of the city center. Okay, in the hills. Okay, here we have 3 different bedrooms, as you see, 2 bathrooms, and it is on 2 different floors, and the price is €115,000. So we still stay in the range of €100,000. And if you want, we can go on with the next one. This one is a property in Venezia, in the city center of Venice. Okay, the area is Santa Croce, so it's really close to Piazzale Roma and to the train station. We are talking about a 112 square meter property. It is completely renewed. We have entrance hall, a very spacious and bright living area. It is 45 square meter, more or less. We have an open plan kitchen, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and on the last floor, we have the opportunity to have a shared terrace with all the other properties in the condominium. This one is on sale for €475,000. Then moving to the next one, we stay in the Venice city center. We are in the Giudecca Island, so it is an area which is really characteristic for Venice. We are close to the church of Gesuati and 𝗪𝗏, so immediately in front of San Marco Square. Okay. Here we have a second floor apartment where it is a 55 square meter apartment with a single bedroom, okay, and a bathroom. This one is already rented for short-term rental, and it is really difficult to have the possibility to show it to clients because it is fully booked, and we really have a lot of problem in find the possibility to show it. Okay, and the price here is €290,000. Then, if you want, we can move to the next one. Still in Venice, but in the mainland. So we are 10 minutes by car to Venice city center. Here we have a second floor apartment, completely renewed last year. It is 65 square meters, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and we also have a cellar on the ground floor. Here the price request is €135,000. So is to show that we have also the possibility to find the low price properties just a few minutes away from the Venice city center. Okay, I think we can move to the next one. It's up to Armando. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So now we're back in Rome. This is a luxurious property right on Via del Corso. Via del Corso is the main, the high street that we have, close to the Spanish Steps, the Trevi Fountain, the Bulgari Hotel that was just launched this year was rated the best hotel. I'm not too sure if it was in the world, in Italy for sure. So it comes in a building that probably started constructions in the imperial age and was completed maybe 4 or 5 centuries ago. So we do have one portion that is from the 11th century, and the remaining of it is from the 16th century. It spans 240 square meters, which is approximately 2,600 square feet. And as you can see, Even the price reflects that it is the central part of Rome, the most expensive one, 3.72 million euro, which it breaks down to approximately 15,500 euro per square meter, or call it 1,450 per square foot. When I was in Toronto, that was the price of a condo on Bay Street. So I believe now it's even more costly than that. But anyway, you buy a piece of history. This has been like a public school in the past. Those arches made out of Roman brickstones are unique, and it's kept in top shape condition. This flat has obviously a very modern kitchen that, you know, you just name it and it has it. Microwave, dishwasher, double chest fridge, and, you know, gourmet stovetop. It's amazing. They did a great job. Now it comes with 3 bedrooms, but there are like some spare spaces, like double or triple. We have 2 dining rooms as an example, and 2 living room areas that you can convert to some additional bedrooms in case you would want to. It's on the 3rd floor, and it's served by elevator, so no, don't worry about the steps there. And I've been told by the owner that if we go visit the storage area, which is like 1 grade under the floor, you can actually see the Roman remains of, you know, the Imperial Augustus era. So it is like you're buying a piece of history here. We can go to the next one. Now here, as you can see, there is a red dot that indicates that we are like 30 minutes away from Rome, near to what it's called the Castelli Romani. It's an area that goes up on top where we have like a volcanic lake. It's well renowned because the Pope has his a summer residence there. So in this area, we find villas, and this is an absolutely single piece. This gentleman had got this industrial structure and renovated it, and has split it in 2 portions. So the portion that we're seeing in the photo is, it looks like a New York style post-industrial loft. It's being used as a filming site for videos, music videos, actual movies, or TV programs. So we had our, what was it called, like the Italian Dining Club that was shot in here, like many other movies. Last year, if I'm not wrong, it generated around 200,000 euro just in revenue for renting it out to the filming industry. So it's not only a place to live, it's making money. It could be off the grid when it comes to power, but obviously it is connected to the grid. It has 24 kilowatts of sun photovoltaic panels, a generator of 100 kilowatts, because it used to be an industrial place, so it comes with this. 2 wells for the water, and no gas. So you need no natural gas to run it. It's all A+++ efficiency grade. So you can't get anything better than this. Subflooring heating, double system of air ventilation and air cooling. And actually, when there is the filming crew, thanks to a couple of sliding doors, you can isolate yourself in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, so that you can have all the crew filming, the actors, and everything going on, and you won't even notice. It comes with additional 700 square meters of industrial, which is helpful when the crews come in, because that's where they have all the, I'm not too sure how you call them in English, but it's where the actors actually stay, get changed, get their hair done, and get the makeup done. So it's really convenient. It was thought and rebuilt with this in mind, but it's obviously also a very beautiful residence. The price is 1.950 million euro, and just thinking about the residential side, it comes down to 3,850. not counting for the industrial. So in case there is anybody that could be interested, we're 20 minutes away from the Ciampino airport, 40 minutes from the Fiumicino airport, up in the hills, so we can see the seaside. We can go to golf courses. It's right not too far from the historical Appia, which is the oldest Roman road in the world. So it is interesting. It's an interesting building, also for either living or for investment. We can go to the next one. And this, just to give you a range, we saw a downtown apartment, a villa outside in the outskirts, and here we're right on the what we call the ring around Rome. It's a new built, fairly new compared to the one in the center. It was built like 12 years ago. Even this one is graded A4 for efficiency. It spans 180 square meter of commercial, we call it, but actually the house is 140 square meters. So we have 90 square meters on the ground floor and 50 square meters on the basement, plus 39 square meters of garage. So it is in a condominium setup. It's in Italy, we don't have we have full title. We don't have anything like leasehold or that kind of arrangement. So when we're all that you see is full ownership. There's no it's like a fee simple, we would say in Canada. The area comes with remote heating, so you don't have your boiler, but the neighborhood has the system that heats up, and that's very forward looking. The price is €599. As you can see, now we're down to €3,320 per square meter, which is €400 per square foot. 3 bedroom, 4 bathrooms, actually 3 full bathrooms and a powder room. Again, a garage that can fit 1 car, but it's very high, so it has like a mezzanine. You can scan the QR code for more details. And this is just an example. Now, Rome is facing a surge in demand because we're having the Jubilee next year. And so that is drawing something like 40 million pilgrims coming to Rome. Everybody's going crazy to find apartments to rent out for short rent. It looks like it's the game of, the national game. And so we have a little bit of high demand. And so that's why, despite a decline in the number of sales, prices are keeping up. So, and the decline on the sales was due to a little bit of reluctancy of the Italian banks to give out mortgages. So they're a little bit conservative in Italy, and they have been, since we're coming out of the high inflation period, now the inflation is going down, rates are going down. And so what we forecast is like in this fall and winter, we might see, the mortgage, number of mortgages closed picking up again, which would be beneficial to the whole market. I believe I'm done, and not too sure. Yeah, here she is. Okay. Antonella, it's your turn.
Yes, thank you, Armando. I'm Antonella, international real estate agent based in Tuscany, in Florence city, with a passion for finding exclusive properties and the best deals for my client. I work with properties in the country or properties in the city. And luxury, I'm a member of 𝗶𝐵 Luxury, but luxury is for me not only expensive houses, it has to be a charming property. So it can be a loft, but a charming loft. And if you let us turn your real estate dreams into reality and follow me with this first property in the country. It's 50 minutes from Florence city. And as you can see in the picture, it's an amazing position. You are on the top of a hill and you have peace, tranquility, but only 50 minutes from the movie. You can combine tranquility with the action if you wish to come then in the city. And this property is a 3.4 million property, completely restored, luxury property, of course, because the furniture is very antique, very selected. It was the home from 𝗚𝘂𝐿𝑐𝐻𝑖, and now the property is will be offered to the international market. Has a swimming pool, as you see, 5,000 square feet with 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2 hectare land. So you can also have your own oil and enjoy Tuscany. You can see on the map, Tuscany is the heart of Italy. So very easy to reach by plane, and you are connected then with Rome, with Milano, by train in 2 hours. Can you explore the most beautiful cities, Venice also in 2 hours. It's a very nice area and to explore. The next one, yes, that's what I mean with charming property. That's the price is 580, but it's for me also an exclusive property. You have a position, a dream position. The price is not so expensive because you are in a small village. It's like a hamlet just for properties. But you have a small restaurant, trattoria in Italian, and so you are independent, but also connected. You are not isolated, and 30 minutes from the city that you can reach by bus if you prefer. And the size is 200 square meters, so with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the property will be sold furnished with the furniture, so you have just to move it with your luggage and enjoy. That's all. Thank you.
So yes, I'm filling in for Francesca. Francesca works in Sicily, and obviously there we have a complete different market. But Sicily is targeted mainly by, she was telling me, Americans and people that live in Malta, actually, because they invest in Sicily for touristic reasons and because history is really, really rich in culture. It has so many UNESCO sites that draw a lot of tourists during almost any season. So it is an interesting place. Prices are really, really low entry, and she specifically is in the Ragusa area and Siracusa, and so you know, it could be an area to look at if you want to do an investment for return purposes. So as an example, this is a small 4-unit multiplex, and totaling 246 square meter, which is 2,650 square feet. you can actually put up 4 units, live in one, rent out the other 3, and the cost is just 112,000 euro, which is like 42 euros per square foot. It's really low. Obviously, there would be some renovation to be done, but it is like a cost that really it's inviting, and also the position being in Modica, it's not too far off from Pozzallo. And if we go to the next slide, I'll show you a small villa that's actually in Pozzallo. As you can see, Malta is right there. So Pozzallo is the location where the ferry boats for Malta leave and get to. They have the harbor, it's the nearest harbor. And so there is some traffic there happening, some business, and some people moving from Malta to Sicily, and specifically to Pozzallo. And so even as an investment, this 100 square meter home costing 158,000 euro could be a good revenue source. So she obviously couldn't make it today to the call, but feel free to screenshot her contact info, reach out directly to her for any other opportunity in these 2 provinces. But even if you have any questions on Sicily itself, feel free to reach out. She's more than happy to help understanding what are the potential of investing in Sicily. Obviously, now this was wanting to be just kind of give you a sense of how much diversity you find in the Italian real estate market. So it all depends on the perspective you look at when buying a property in Italy. Is it for retirement purposes? Is it for investment purposes? Is it just your vacation home? So it all depends on what you're looking for, because Italy has a very good range of opportunities to offer. And even if this as an example, this last property is right on the beach, don't kid yourself. With 1 hour drive, you might be up in the mountains where it snows. Italy is like that. We are not. We are a tiny little country with 60 million residents, but the distances are not. I was talking with my wife's cousin that came here to visit, and he's from Australia. He said the nearest spot is 8 hours drive away. So that's not Italy. In 1 hour, you change. Actually, in 30 minutes, you change scenario. So you can go from the mountains to the seaside, or vice versa. Not to talk about the differences of even culinary experience you can have. From north to south, you experience hundreds of different cuisines, hundreds of different type of wines. Every wine is specific to the area. And that's the richness, the biodiversity that we have to offer. With only, I believe it's 0.6% of the emerging land, Italy has so much to offer. So if you have investors, you have people that are looking to invest, given that since the Lehman Brothers collapse, Italy never really recovered, it is fairly kind of underpriced if compared with other markets and other places. So I think, Nathaly, I'm not too sure if any of my colleagues want to add anything else, but if we have any question coming, we're more than happy to respond.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think we'll leave questions to the end. I'm going to just wrap up here. Let me see if I can move this around, kind of. With Zoom technical issues. Well, if you are in the call, you can scan this QR code. You can also do it from, one sec. Here. Perfect. Okay, I'm back. If you scan this QR code, we'll take you to our workplace chat, workplace group. If you're in EXP, if you're not, as I mentioned, you can join this WhatsApp group. You can scan this QR code, will take you to the International Real Estate Group, where we have some brokers, so we have some investors as well. For any questions, you can stay part of the community. WhatsApp is the easiest way to do it, so that's how we kept it. And with that, we finish. This is our picture from the last conference we had together.
In Lisbon.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
sorry, this one, yes. And our managing broker right here, Denis and Armando, we had a very good, networking session, understanding more about Italy. And you can contact and find eXp Realty in YouTube, as well as in Instagram. This is Denis' phone number in case you need to contact him for anything specific and you don't know which realtor to reach out directly. You can just reach out to Denis. He will be the best person to contact. And with that, we're going to close and open it for questions. One sec. Let me stop sharing. And again, thanks for joining and opening it for questions. I'll stop recording now. I'll see you guys next week with Dubai.
Thank you.